How's it going? Devin here with Ground Force Metal Detecting. I'm going to make a video with the XP DEUS II, and I've got a bunch of random targets here, and we're going to talk about full tone offset. Offset full tones. Yeah, that's what I said. Offset full tones. And then I've got, we've got all these targets. We're going to see what the VDI comes up just for fun, okay? It's not scientific. I know it's an air test. Air tests aren't accurate. But, it's going to give you a decent idea. It's basically, a lot of targets are, the same anyway. Air test, dirt test. Hey, look, Rudy doesn't like me making a video. Hey, buddy. What's going on, pup? Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so sorry it's a little dark. I had the lights on in here, but I got a tremendous glare. Made my head look like it was about 400 lumens. So anyway, here we go. Let's talk about offset. All right, so here's the deal, okay? I'm gonna make a statement and I'm gonna explain. Increasing offset full tones increases the pitch of all your accepted tones without changing the discriminated rejected tones. So here's the deal. On the XP DEUS II, let's use an example. Let's say your discrimination is set at 20, okay? 1 through 20 is going to be your discriminated range, low rejected tones. 21 through 99 are going to be the higher accepted tones, okay? Now, here's what you might not realize, okay? In full tones, your rejected tone range has its own little low sliding scale. It's not just the same tone throughout your discriminated tones. It's bump, 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 bump. It still has its own sliding scale. It's just lower, okay? It's just lower. It's a low tone, but they're not all the same pitch, okay? They have a sliding scale. Then when you get into your accepted tones above your discriminated range, they have a higher sliding scale. Bump, 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 right? Now, so let's just say you're discriminated at 20, and you hit something that's a 21, okay? It's in the high tone range, but it's not very high, okay? So offset, increasing your offset, increases the pitch of all the accepted tones. It increases them while leaving the rejected low tones alone. It puts a bigger gap in the sound between your low rejected tones and your high accepted tones. That's all it does. It's not complicated. And the more so you can run it real high if you want, but what that does is it squishes your high tones together. So your high tones are going to start sounding more the same. It doesn't really raise the maximum pitch that the tones can go to. It just it squeezes them. Okay. Hope that makes sense. I'm going to demonstrate. Okay. Let's go demonstrate. Okay, we're ready to demonstrate offset full tones. All right, I've got my machine here. Got it set on sensitive full tone, okay? I'm going to start passing some targets in front of here. Now let's take a look at my settings, okay? I've got my discrimination set at 30, okay? These are set this way for purposes of this demonstration, okay? Silencer, we're not worrying about. Sensitivity is down to 50 just because I'm in my garage. Okay, frequency max is at 40. Iron volume's at 10. Reactivity is at 3. Audio response at 3. Discrimination at 30. We'll go to expert. Offset full tone set at 3. Okay. Now, the first thing I want to demonstrate is how the XP DEUS II, how the rejected tones have their own sliding scale. Okay, so let's see what I got here. I've got a washer. This is going to be iron, okay? Oops, I forgot to take it off of my settings here. All right, let's look at it again. All right, that's a 1, okay? This big washer, that's a 1. Now, I've got this hook. That's a 5. You hear how it's higher? Still not an accepted tone, but it's higher. Okay, pretty medium-sized nail. That's a 3. Okay, I've got a bolt. That's a 5. Big bolt, that's a 7. Okay, so let's go up the scale, all right? So I've got my 1. I've got my 5. Got a 3. Got a 4. Got a 7, okay? So you hear all the low rejected tones. Remember, my discrimination is set at 30. I mean, if I pass something here that's an accepted tone, you know, obvious high tone, right? But let's try a nickel, okay? So a nickel is a mid-tone. Let's just see what that... Okay, 62. That's a nickel. Now let's pass that in front of there while I'm setting the... while I'm adjusting the off tones, okay? Let me set this in tripod mode because I can't. All right, so I got my tripod set up there. Now, nickel, okay? I'm going to pass it in front of the coil. Now, at the same time, I'm going to pull up my offset, okay? Menu, discrimination, expert menu, and scroll down. Well, it's already there. Offset full tones. It's at 3, okay? Now, I've got my finger on the plus. I'm going to raise it up while I'm passing the nickel in front of the coil. Now see at 18, that's not going to... Still got a sliding scale. But the iron... Iron stayed the same. Some of these things are a little iron-y, but... So iron stays the same. Accepted targets, or iron or rejected targets, stays the same. Accepted targets above the discrimination range increase. So that's it. Okay, let's pass some of these in front of here. I set the Deus II back to factory sensitive full tone, just turned my sensitivity down. How about a tungsten ring? Okay, this is a pretty hefty tungsten ring. That one's coming in at 81. All right, let's do some clad. Okay, clad. These are American coins. Clad quarter. 94. That's typical. Clad, regular clad nickel. 62. Very typical. Clad dime, not silver. 89. How about a silver dime? Got a mercury dime right here, no staples in it. 91. How about an Indian head penny? 1895 Indian head penny. 85. Interesting. Interesting because here is a zinc penny. Indian head penny, zinc penny, exactly the same score. Wheat penny. How about a copper wheat penny? Almost the same as a dime. So we got a clad dime, 89, wheat penny, 89. $1971 silver or clad dollar. 97. 1974 half dollar. 96. I had a silver quarter around here. Where'd that go? 1961 silver quarter. 95. Regular quarter was 94, remember? 1916 silver barber quarter. It's got some staples in it. 94, 95. 14 karat gold pendant. About the size of a quarter. 66. Lots of gold jewelry falls in that 60s, 50s, and 60s. Ladies, 14 karat gold ring. 53. Silicone ring. Haha, just kidding. 10 karat gold men's ring, very light. 66. Another 10 karat gold men's ring, a little bit heavier. A little bit heavier, but it's a 77. Look at the comparison here. Look at these. They're almost the same. The one that's a 77 is just a little thicker. So, thin one. 65. Thicker one. 76. Now this one's 14 karat gold. This is thicker. This is the thickest one of the three. 14 karat gold. 85. People are saying more pure gold is a lower VDI. Has to do with size. Has to do with size. 10 karat gold class ring. Okay, very heavy. $77, $78. Sterling silver men's ring, pretty heavy. 92. Now this is an interesting one. A 1 ounce silver eagle, mint condition. It's in the plastic, and I'm not sure if there's any metal in this or not. Probably is. Looks like foil, but I'll try to keep that out of it. It's only a 91. What the heck? I don't know what's going on with that. 92. This is 1 ounce of silver. Here's an Apple Watch that I found, buried 3 or 4 inches deep in the dirt. It's an Apple Watch 3. That's about a 95. Here's an interesting one. Sterling silver chain. Pretty heavy, pretty heavy. But guess what? 61. I did not find this. This was bought from a jewelry store. Confirmed sterling silver. Okay. How about a white gold ladies ring? Kind of a bigger ladies ring. 64. How about a completely fake ring? Fake ladies ring, 81. Because it's copper. This pendant that I think is stainless steel plated. 59. $14 karat gold cross pendant. 25. It doesn't even want to hit it though. 32 that way. Anywhere from 25 to 31 going straight up and down. All right, thin 14 karat gold chain. Very thin. This is going to be in my demonstration with the HF2. The HF2 nails this, okay? I'm at 40 kilohertz, okay? My sensitivity's down. My sensitivity's down to 50. That may or may not be an excuse, but I'm scraping the coil with this thing. I mean, I'm touching the coil. If I touch the coil, I get a 25. A little bit thicker gold chain. 31. Barely hits it though. So anyway, I don't know. That was just for fun. The main point of this video was to explain offset to you. So I hope it did. I hope I helped. I hope you enjoyed my video. And we had a little fun here with some VDIs. But I hope you learned something about offset if you came here for that. Appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Be safe out there. Have a good time. Get some air, get some exercise, and swing away.
Let's go.